Welcome back. We are continuing the series of Is Blank the best singer in K-pop? And today we have Eunkwang from B2B. Now, the truth of the matter is, this was one of the most interesting pieces for me to cover in terms of talking about vocal ability. Because there's a lot of people that can do like one thing really well, two things really well, maybe even like three things really well. But the majority of people always have a downside as well, where for him, I don't know if I could actually even say that he has a downside, which is actually pretty incredible. I think that that is probably something that he has over everybody, is his overall just ability. There's almost nothing that he can't do, vocally speaking. And I'm going to get a little bit candid in this one a little bit here. The way that he even sings is not necessarily rare, but it might be the hardest. It's the hardest on your vocal cords. It can lead to having to use a lot of surgery. Singing in mixed voice and belting all the time can be really hard. I don't know if he's ever had to do anything like that. Maybe he's just really well practiced. That's my guess. So that's the big thing. So I think if I was to use one word to explain his voice overall, is power. Now, not just powerful in him being able to do crazy stuff and be powerful in singing. It's the word power, and it covers a lot of things. And there's, I think, like three sections that I want to kind of really dig into when it comes to about this. First is the power of emotion. And just right here, I have his Immortal Songs 2 pulled up, the man. And the ability that he has here at the very beginning to just come in and have this really beautiful, I'd say, really intimate moment where he's singing completely a cappella, which is already hard enough as it is, to just have this powerful emotion here is incredible.
한 남자가 그대를 사랑합니다. 그 남자는 열심히 사랑합니다. 매일 그림자처럼 그대를 따라다니며.
There's so much detail. There's so much texture going on here. You see it in his face. You can see these little moments of when he decides to cut certain notes off, when to linger on certain things, that creates this kind of emotion that is hard and undeniable to ignore.
그 남자는 웃으며 울고 있어요.
Normally, this kind of vibrato is not even generally my kind of vibrato that I like, but that's again, this is the crazy thing. He makes that work. It's such a powerful way to use this kind of vibrato because it creates those extra moments and extra thing, or the extra moments of intimacy that he's really portraying with this emotion that you're feeling here. Right off the bat, it is just nearly heartbreaking to listen to.
얼마나 더 너를 이렇게 바라보면 혼자 이 바람 같은.
And this is kind of where we're starting to see a little bit of his control here. He has that ability to just get into those really high notes and stay there and just remain completely unfettered. And in fact, even later on in the song, it gets really ridiculous. This right here, this particular section, a lot of power, goes right into the highs that we were just talking about, and the control, the power applied, and just the breathing that he has here. This is his second thing about power, is his ability to control and understand what he needs to do. The power that needs to be applied, number three, is his actual power. These things right here will cover such a large multitude, and you can see it all perfectly right here: the emotion, the power, the sustainability. And even more stuff.
그 남자가 나라는 걸 알아요 알면서도 괜히 그러는 건 아니죠 모를 거야 그댄 바보니까 그댄 바보니까 얼마나 더
And right back into the emotion, just perfectly succinct, just like that. And one thing that I like is that, he's practiced because he can hit those highs. He can switch up to them just so effortlessly and seemingly just so, like, he's not skipping, he's not taking shortcuts. It's just right there.
너를 이렇게 바라보면 혼자
And now that right there, the power at the end, you can actually see how much power he's using. It's incredible. You can see whatever he was left, he just expels right here at the end. The vibrato, the range. Again, a superpower of his as well is definitely that range. It goes from those mids to those lows to those crazy highs, and he's like, oof, yeah, we lost that. There's that power. Again, these are just some of the things that I like to use as a base, and the fact that the whole performance is like this. And I'm going to move to the next section, the other song that kind of I really want to use as an example to kind of continue to show these off. I think the other thing before we move forward that I wanted to say, one of the biggest things that is definitely his most major skill is that he's not a one-trick pony. He's not a gimmick. That's another thing that needs to really be understood. There are quite a few singers, and I won't even say in K-pop, just quite a few singers, that they have one trick. And sure, it works, and it sounds good, and it definitely fits what they're doing. But with him, he isn't a gimmick. He just can do everything. This section right here, of everything that I've spoken about, comes together right here. And again, the nice thing is that there is no limit. There could be, like I said, quite a few other people that come out there and sing, and it's cool to hear them do their thing. But I mean, in a group like B2B, where you have so much vocal prowess, I don't care who you bring up, they can all sing, they can all do their part so well. To me, he still stood out. That's what really blew my mind. And in fact, this was one of the people that inspired this series. First, of course, obviously we did Kyuhyun first, and there's a lot of reasons for that. There's a lot of reasons why I put him in this as well. This is why I wanted to cover him so early on, because he was one of the inspirations behind this series, because of the fact that he really does stand out even in the best of situations. Guess what? He's better. And I think there's two things that when it comes to his singing that are his absolute secret power. A lot of people can sing. A lot of people can make it sound good. A lot of people can make it sound cool. Very few people can make it sound beautiful. This is like receiving just a bundle of flowers. This is like receiving the warm jacket on a snowy day. This is like the cup of tea and a warm blanket with your favorite book. This is the whatever emotion and comfort or beautiful moment you want to tie to it. It's him. That's the next thing. And the fact that you can just feel his passion in it is, I think, one of the other superpowers that he has. His two big superpowers is just he is so passionate about when he's doing this and what he's doing, and then being able to convey that in such a beautiful tone really does just end up giving him such a piece of undeniable talent that I think I don't think there is anybody that really can do it like him in so many ways.
최선을 다하지 못했을까 더 강했더라면 끝까지 널 붙잡았을 텐데.
You almost can't listen to a song without feeling what he's feeling. It's directly connected to you.
별 생각 없이 잘 지내고 있다가도 잊혀진 기억은 찾아와 딜레마로 너가 있는 나와 너가 없는 나는 전혀.
And I think for that reason, there is no way that you can't say that he's not into the discussion. The man without a weakness when it comes to singing. That's what I would say. Anyway, this is my personal findings of what I think is the some of the biggest qualifiers. There's obviously more, but to me personally, it's impossible to say that he's not in this discussion. He's definitely top 3. There's no way around it. So I hope that you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed studying this. And if you feel like that we need to revisit anything, let me know. Or if you have any other comments of your own, let me know as well. We'll discuss this. And, you know, I think, again, when you have somebody that's as prolific as him, they can stand out in a group like B2B, you know you got something special. So, anyway, thank you all so much. We'll see you in the next video. Via Victus.